gentlemen, your main event. It'll be five 5-minute rounds. Featherweight championship up for grabs. First up, fighting out of the blue corner, Jose Hernandez.
Making his way now to the cage, the 135-pound bantamweight champ of FAC, Jose Hernandez, out of Kearney Combat Sports and Fitness, Kearney, Nebraska. You know, we've seen Jose Hernandez here in the cage a couple times and has some big wins over some really tough guys. His last win at FAC 26 over Stephen Graham, and then to win the FAC belt, to beat Alan Olivas, who's no slouch.
Yeah, those are two big wins. He's our former FAC bantamweight champ, and I was informed that he actually didn't relinquish the belt, so he has the chance to be a double champ here. So 135-pound champ can be the 145-pound champ. He just cuts a lot of weight to make 135 and feels like he can perform even better at 145 pounds. His keys to victory brought to you by Concrete Inc. He's a striker. He wants to make Ray Hayes miss and make him pay. Hayes has been caught on the feet before, and he wants to do the same thing. And then also taking the deep waters, Hernandez has lots of 5-round experience, having gone 5 rounds with Alan Olivas, having gone 5 rounds in his title defense against Stephen Graham. He wants to see how Ray Hayes' gas tank holds up in the later rounds, in the 3rd round, in the 4th round. Is he huffing and puffing? Does he slow down? Are there not enough pop in the shots anymore? Hernandez has been there, and there are some unanswered questions about Hayes in those later rounds.
And his opponent this evening, fighting out of the red corner, Ray Hayes.
Big crowd pop there for Ray Hayes, the featherweight champion in FAC here. Again, champion versus champion. 2 guys with lots of experience and you know, big prospects here for looking to make their next step into a division like the UFC.
Absolutely. Very big implications on this fight. Not only is it for a belt, but with the resume both these guys have, a win over one of each other would be huge.
Ray Hayes' last fight a win came via darce choke. Took a big strike beginning, like you said. He's had some big strikes he's eaten in the past, but was able to overcome that and secure a 2nd round victory via darce in his last fight here.
He does have a very slick submission game. He's lengthy for the weight class and uses his limbs to secure some of those crafty submissions. Keys to victory brought to you by Concrete Inc. Ray Hayes knows he's a bigger fighter. Hernandez really has the build of a 35er. He's coming up to 45, but there is quite visually we can just see the size difference. So he wants to use the size, make Hernandez feel his way in the grappling exchanges. And secondly, no point fighting. He knows Hernandez that's his game. He's real good at just kicking you from afar and just touching you with the jab and scoring and winning rounds that way. So no point fighting. He wants to make it clear who the winner is in this fight.
Ray Hayes, a very fast starter too. Look for him to come out aggressive with punches and kicks here and attack with those relentless submissions. Take a look at the tail of the tape for our main event of the evening, FAC 31, brought to you by Sailor Jerry.
Jose Hernandez is 7 years his elder. Hayes will have a 6-inch height difference, as well as a 8-inch reach difference.
We'll send it up to Jason Evans to get us started for the main event of the evening.
Tonight's main event is brought to you by Sailor Jerry. Choose your sailors. Sailor Jerry. Fighting out of the blue corner, Jose Hernandez. And fighting out of the red corner, Ray Hayes! Tabletop Arena, it's the main event! One more time, let's make some noise!
Main event evening underway here. Champion versus champion. Jose Hernandez become the double champ. We'll see.
He's immediately putting on that forward pressure. Smart thing to do against a big kicker. Hard to kick off your back foot.
Hernandez trying to find an angle to land a big strike there. Throws the overhand. Trying to slide out of the way, but Hayes just doing a good job staying right in front of him.
Overhand did connect on the side of the head though for Hernandez.
Head kick there from Hernandez. Follows it up the right hand and the calf kick.
If you're Hernandez, you want to do something to relieve this forward pressure, really gain the respect of Hayes. Something like that right hook there will do that.
And that's come close a couple times now, touching him. Just trying to find that button on the chin so he can start to put Hayes on the back foot. Slips on the wheel kick.
Although there's a lot of forward pressure from Hayes, there's not much being thrown yet.
Hernandez definitely the more active fighter, even off the back
low
foot.
Kick when you switch to orthodox. There, when you lock him in.
Constant side-to-side pressure, giving Hayes a tough target to settle down and land a big strike at so far.
Leg kick was checked there. That had to hurt. Cleverly checked there by Ray Hayes.
Get off one. He's too slow. You need to set his feet. There you go. You don't like that. Line resistance, Ray. Line resistance. Sit on cab out. Answer the 1 o'clock.
Subtle feint there by Hernandez. I like that. You'll notice that the higher level strikers just feint before they go. Get a reaction and then fire.
Side kick there to the body by Hernandez.
Good pace going here, Jose. He's scoring.
Ooh, slips just out of range. Hayes lands some elbows here though. And a nice knee to the body.
Cheeky little uppercut seemed to do some damage there by Ray Hayes in the dirty boxing.
Hernandez trying to secure a takedown.
Hernandez is the one looking for the grappling.
Yeah, there's some nasty elbows when they clinched up there in the the clinch by Hayes.
Yeah, following the elbows, there was a little uppercut that seemed to have tagged Hernandez, brought him down to his knees temporarily. And now we see him being the fighter engaging in the grappling as he gets turned on the fence.
Move him to set that up.
Didn't expect this from Hernandez, for him to be the one employing the offensive wrestling against a bigger fighter.
He can rebite on that. He can rebite.
He's stolen, Ray. He's stolen. He's hurt.
Keeping him pressured up against the cage right now is Hernandez.
Make him work.
Trying to peel that leg off. Good takedown defense so far by Hayes.
Inside. Get shoulder hook and turn. Get off the cage. Elbow walk.
Stay disciplined, Jose.
Great job fighting on the plate from both these gentlemen.
Back to your movement. Send it. You gotta let that 2 go, Ray. Keep that left up.
forward pressure is Hayes. Superman punch off the cage from Hernandez, just misses.
And just looking, try to do anything to release some of that forward pressure.
Nice head kick by Hayes.
As much as Hernandez shakes his head, that seemed to have an impact there. Hernandez had his arm up, but it seems to go through the arm block. Nice check hook. Hernandez landed that check hook a couple times.
Just 10 seconds left in the round. Exciting first round there comes to an end. Jose Hernandez trying to find a way to deal with that forward pressure of Ray Hayes.
Yeah, great action there in the first round. Here, the replay brought to you by Major Pack. Overhand misses. There's that cheeky little uppercut on the shot to the side of the head that brought Hernandez down and forced him to start grappling. That's some good experience and veteranness from Hernandez to change the scenery. There's that high kick that landed on the arm of Jose Hernandez, but we've seen it go through the block plenty of times before. Definitely had an impact.
Yeah, I've heard you talk about that several times. Those high kicks, you just blast them through those little gloves. Don't do a lot to stop it.
It really doesn't. You definitely need two arms. Imagine just holding your arm out and someone whips a baseball bat at you. It's going to affect your arm. And if you have a second arm there, like a hand, to kind of take some of the sting off the initial, in this analogy, a baseball bat, it helps a ton.
Hernandez jumping in with those strikes, trying to get Ray Hayes to back up a little bit.
There's a few ways to deal with the heavy forward pressure. You can try meeting them with bone on bone, meaning elbow or knee. But if you're fighting a taller guy like Ray Hayes, the knees might be hard to land.
Nice check
Big
kick there again.
exchange. As Hayes lands a right hook on the chin of Jose Hernandez. The second way to relieve it is initiating in the grappling, whether that's the clinch, the takedown attempt, getting him to think about something else.
I think Hayes thinks he has his opponent hurt here. He's trying to pour it on. Hernandez trying to fire back with these big strikes though. Hernandez is one of those guys that's really hard to put away. You know, even if he gets holds a big strike, he's right there and keeps throwing.
Beautiful counter right there by Hayes. Some of the hardest shots landed have been when Hernandez is in the orthodox stance. You can tell that's not his home stance. It's tough to be just as defensively sound in the opposite stance as it is your home stance. And we're seeing that be true here.
Ooh, Hernandez throws a side kick to the knee there. Trying to hyperextend the knee there of Hernandez, or of Hayes. Hayes shooting in for the takedown now. Big knee up the middle.
I like that for Hayes. Lands an overhand right to a takedown attempt. And that's just going to put it in the head of Hernandez. Hey, I need to be weird at these takedowns, which can make the striking easier for Hayes.
Give him something else to worry about.
A little bit of gamesmanship there for Hayes. He saw something pointed at Hernandez.
Right hand lands there for Hayes. Hernandez really looking for that side kick to the knee to try to slow down that pressure.
And they really do look like they're a weight class apart. Hayes just a much larger fighter and using that to his advantage here.
Hayes trying to pour it on.
Now really starting to feel himself, found his timing.
Big head kick there by Hernandez. And a left hand. And Hayes staying right there in the pocket, ready to keep going.
This is what Hernandez needs. He needs to settle his feet and land a big shot to try to get the respect of Hayes, because so far this forward pressure from Hayes has been relentless. Hernandez is used to having so much success with the kicks. Every single calf kick he's thrown from the orthodox stance has been checked. That's a big weapon of his. We saw in the Allen Alitas fight, he chopped at the calf of Allen. He just can't find it here tonight.
Nice left straight down the middle. But Hayes just not going away. Keeps that forward pressure. Tries to slide just out of there. Oh, big left hand by Hernandez. Trying to pull it on now.
The same shot Ray Hayes has been landing all night on Hernandez, that pull cross. It's a counter cross. He'll wait for them to throw the cross first, then throw his. That's what he got hit with.
Anaconda.
201, keep that 201. Keep that 201.
And he's so long. Only someone with the limbs of his size can try to fish for an anaconda from this position.
It's about where he found it in his last fight too. Whenever he scored that guard stroke victory, it was from that front headlock position in the clinch. Was able to drag him down and get it there, but Hernandez hit to it and escapes out of there.
Beautifully defended by Hernandez though. And that was the first calf kick he was able to land.
What a great fight here. Great second round of our main event of the evening. Just 10 seconds left in round number 2.
Yeah, Hernandez finding a good shot in that latter half of his round. It looks like the tides were turning. Hayes was getting a little swaggy on him. Was really feeling himself. Then a big pull cross really kind of changed the tune of that second round. Here we see Hayes land that overhand to a takedown attempt. Darting left hand from Hernandez. And that pull cross seemed to change the momentum of the way that round was going.
Yeah, that was the big one that actually made Ray Hayes back up for a second, giving Hernandez a chance to come forward and made some big strikes of his own.
Conor McGregor made a career off that pull cross. When you're in the opposite stance and you miss a big 2, it lines the cross coming back at you is perfectly lined up for your chin. And that's what we saw there. And that was the same strike Hayes has been landing all night on Hernandez.
This is our main event of the evening, a title fight. 5-minute rounds. We head into round number 3.
The stat count brought to you by Spectation Sports. Hernandez actually outlanded Ray Hayes in that second round, 27-23. If you just saw that first half of the second round, you wouldn't think that.
Hernandez, the one pressuring forward here as we start round number 3.
And that one shot he landed in the last round is what allowed him to kind of shift the momentum back and stop some of that forward pressure and gain the respect from Ray Hayes.
And then come up with something else, get out of there afterwards.
Side kick to the knee, return with a body kick by Hayes. Hayes looking for a takedown here. In on the single leg and gets it. Trying to pass the side control.
Beautifully done. Hernandez isn't easy to hold, to get down and or hold down, but Hayes doing a great job here so far controlling the position.
Hernandez looking to get back to his guard. Looking for a Kimura is Hernandez.
Freeing his hips. He could try to take the back here with that. He can, oh, beautifully done by Hayes.
Looking to lock him up. Doors choke here.
Oh, that's
It's a
tight.
tough spot to be in.
That looks tight.
Hayes wants his chest a little more behind the head so he can use his chest pressure to finish. He might really do it.
Wow, beautifully done by Hernandez. Great defense. Oh, but Hayes right back on it. Wow.
The crowd goes wild as Hernandez is able to escape.
Hernandez on the back.
Hayes.
This seems to be over the face of Hayes.
What a turnaround there by Hernandez to escape and fight through that submission, trying to fight for one of his own. Uses it to get on
Big
top
elbow.
here. Lands some big elbows.
Fishing for his own choke here, trying to mount him with the guillotine. See if he lets go of this guillotine and looks for some ground and pound.
Looking to try to drive his hips down and start cranking on this guillotine. He's really settling this in here. This could be tight. Hayes
Sit
goes up
for
on
it.
top.
Let's see if he,
What a fight here in our main event.
mistake there by
Back and
Hernandez
forth.
to not bring his legs with that guillotine.
Hayes now trying to take the back of Hernandez after just battling through this position
Oh, that was
himself.
tight.
Another one looks in. Hernandez escapes
Beautiful
again.
defense by Hernandez to look towards the choke, look towards the elbow. Back and forth we go. Hernandez now fishing for his own rear naked choke. Both hooks in.
Trying to slide under the chin here, cranking on the face. Still trying to look for this choke, but he's kind of on the side here. Just 35 seconds left in the round. Big head kick by Hernandez.
This pace is insane. I mean, this is what Hernandez wanted. He wanted a pace like this. He wants to see how Hayes is reacting in round 4, round 5. 25 minutes is a long time to fight. I've been in 15-minute fights where I've wanted to puke after. I can't imagine 25 minutes, dang near half an hour of fighting. And at this pace, wow, what a round. What a round.
Great round, back and forth. The fans getting what they wanted here tonight at FAC. Always puts on a show, but these guys are living up to the hype.
Here in the Major Pack replay, we just see these crazy transitions. Hayes immediately pushes for that anaconda. And a great defense by Hernandez, never letting that head rest in the chest of Hayes to make that choke tighter. Takes his back. Was fishing for this choke and made a mistake ultimately with this guillotine not to wrap the legs around the body. Hayes found himself on top temporarily, fishing for his own rear naked choke eventually, and then it was just position change after position change.
Such a tough round to score there.
I feel like round 2 and round 3 were pretty tough to score. But what a fight. And we still have 2 more rounds to go, Matt.
Absolutely. This crowd is on their feet here. Round number 4 about to get underway.
And Hernandez has been here before. He's no stranger to 5-round fights. See the pace has slowed down here so far. 30 seconds to the round 4. The lactic acid starting to take effect after those big grappling exchanges.
That's right straight down the middle by Hayes.
In between rounds, I mentioned that Hernandez has been here before, but it seems to me that he might be the more tired fighter here. Keeps shaking out his arms.
With that last round, so many big adrenaline dumps, thinking those submissions were close, and then, you know, backing up, as we've talked about earlier in the night. Whenever you're backing up constantly, it's exhausting, and, you know, to go into round number 4, championship rounds here.
Yeah, not to mention the grappling exchanges are against a much bigger fighter in Ray Hayes.
First spinning back elbow there to Hernandez.
That strike becoming more and more popular nowadays. We're seeing a lot of knockout wins, with just one last night on PFL. Sergio Pettis lands a spinning back elbow for a comeback victory.
Then one of Hernandez's weapons of choice tonight is that side kick to the knee, trying to keep Hayes on the outside and relieve some of that pressure with it. Hernandez starting to try to pick it up here a little bit. Big left hand there by Hernandez, and then slides out of the way.
Hayes seems to shrug it off and still applying this forward pressure.
And right back to that side kick. Hasn't slowed Ray Hayes down from coming forward though.
The side kick has been effective, but if you miss that side kick, you give up the back of your head, your back's totally exposed.
Oh, and there you see it. Ray Hayes counters right off of that side kick, as you called it. Lands a couple big strikes.
And naturally, as you're in round 4, there's tons of sweat out there. It's so easy for that foot that you're doing that side kick with to just glance off the knee, and next thing you know, the back of your head's exposed. I feel like if Ray's just had a little bit more volume, he'd be able to land more. But I think he's so worried about the counter
Right straight in the middle
of Hernandez. The best way to fight a counter fighter is to constantly feint at him, make him try to counter something that's not there, and then counter the counter.
Hernandez trying to take that center of the cage.
Good body kick there by Hayes. To the bread basket.
Under a minute left here in round number 4. Ray Hayes back to walking down Hernandez against the cage. Lands a right straight, big left hook. Hernandez returns with one of his own.
I like that weapon of choice there for Hayes. First time we're seeing it now here in round 4, but him bringing that knee up the middle, just a little high knee.
You're opening that more.
Hayes is just eating some of these big strikes. He keeps coming forward, never changes his positioning, staying right in the face of Hernandez. That'll bring us to the end of round number 4. Another close round, you know, back and forth. Both guys had their moments. Ray Hayes was able to get a little more of that forward pressure, though.
Yeah, great shots landed from both these guys. I like Ray going to the body. He was doing that towards the end of the round. And then that high knee I mentioned, it could be a good weapon to keep in the 5th round. And for Hernandez, he's such a veteran. You can tell with the 5-round experience he has. You usually don't get that this early on in your career. At certain points of the start of that 4th round, he looked tired and kind of used that first minute and a half to bounce around a little bit. And then once he got his breath back, he was able to land some decent shots against Ray Hayes and snap the head back of Hayes. And that's just being a veteran. Take the first minute of a 5-round fight to get his breath back and some of that juice back in his cardio.
fifth and final round about to get underway here in our main event of the evening. Has been an absolutely amazing fight so far. Has lived up to its billing. Champion versus champion for a reason.
Crowd on their feet here at Cable Dahmer Arena. What a great fight.
Nice show of sportsmanship there as we start out round number 5.
How do you score this? I mean, I haven't been paying scoring attention to it.
I'm glad I'm not a judge.
Just trying to enjoy it while I'm calling it. There's a jab, kind of seems to take effect on Hernandez.
Oh, Ray Hayes lands a big right hand, trying to pull it on. Hernandez closes the distance, though.
And that's the veteranness I'm talking about, the experience of Hernandez. He's just hurt on the feet, immediately changes the scenery, gets a takedown, trying to buy himself some time to get his wits back. Very smart thing to do by Jose Hernandez.
And had some good moments in the ground in round number 3. Let's see if we can do it again. So back and forth on the feet in that round.
Big moment there for Ray Hayes in such a close fight. If this doesn't tell you how close this fight is, I don't know what will. Strike Stats brought to you by Spectation Sports. 75 for Ray Hayes, 78 for Hernandez. This fight is very, very close. And who knows, this last round could be the deciding factor of who leaves the 145-pound FAC champ.
Hernandez now trying to keep some pressure on Hayes up against the cage. Slow things down just a little bit after eating that big strike. Comes in with a spinning back fist though.
Cuts open on the right side of Hayes after that spinning back fist.
Rough spot too, right above the eye. That opened up quick.
Hard to tell if that was a back fist or an elbow. He's been looking for that elbow earlier in the fight. And that's, again, that shot's becoming more and more popular. UFC main event a couple weeks ago, Diego Lopez knocked out Gene Silva with that same elbow.
Doing a good job using it on the break from the clinch too, not just breaking away slow and sloppy.
Oh, Hernandez
getting something in the face.
Hernandez does such a good job, and I think it's one of some fights of fighting on the break. There's almost like this agreement that, hey, on the break, let's both take breaths in and not hit each other, but he does not accept that as he's in on deep double leg, gets the takedown. And this is a great visual to have in the 5th round of a very close fight.
Hayes works back to his feet, but his back's still stuck against the cage here. Kimura attempt by Hayes.
High crotch, trying to use that Kimura against Hayes to try to finish the high crotch, couldn't do so.
Hard elbow landed there by Hayes as they were in that clinch position. It's like they're gonna have the doctor come in and check the cut of Hayes. It would be a shame if it was stopped with just 2 minutes and 13 seconds left in the round.
It seems to be on the side of the eye, so it doesn't seem to be in a too bad position. However, if the cut is opened up too much.
He looks fine, says he's ready to go. We'll see what the doctor says here. Like you said, it doesn't seem like it's running too much in the eye, kind of just around the outside. Here's a look at what caused the cut.
Yeah, spinning back elbow.
Back elbow, there we go.
Look at this.
Oh yeah. Opened up the cut immediately, started bleeding, but doctor says he's good to go. We're back at it.
Yeah, just because of where the cut is, kind of on the side of the eyebrow. And that's good for Hayes because it will bleed into the eye, but not too much, as if it were completely on top of the eye. Hayes back in on this forward pressure. Hayes wants to win this 5th round. He's going to need another big shot like he had earlier. Like that. Beautiful right straight. Boy, am I glad I'm not a judge. I mean, some of these rounds have been so close.
Yeah, and even while Hernandez has been backing up, he's landed some big strikes on those cutaways.
Darting left straight, pops the head back of Ray Hayes.
Cracks the clock there, does Hernandez.
And he's such a vet. I mean, this guy fights like a 20-fight pro vet. He's pacing, like knowing when he's tired, knowing when to let off the gas, knowing when to go, knowing when to shoot. His reactions after getting hurt.
Under a minute left in the 5th and final round.
Big left hook there by Hayes.
Both men would love to make a big statement to try to steal it away here. Solid jab there by Hayes. Ooh, Hernandez cracks him with the right hand. Hayes trying to pull it on. They end up in the clinch position, just 25 seconds left in the round.
And this could decide the fight. I mean, optically, it's not a good look. Hernandez staring at the clock.
Ooh, nice uppercut there by Hayes. And left straight by Hernandez. 10 seconds left. They end it in the clinch position. Another spinning back elbow by Hernandez.
Wow, what a fight.
Crowd is on their feet here at FAC 31 Cable Dahmer Arena. Absolutely electric tonight. Can't wait to see how the judges score that one.
Both these guys. Both hurt multiple times.
Both been leaving it all in there tonight. You see absolutely exhausted. Bell to bell, these guys working non-stop. Couldn't ask for a better main event here. FAC 31, amazing fight, amazing pace. Two really skilled athletes who, while these guys are going wild, they're still staying super technical, cutting good angles. Incredible fight. We'll look at the fight stats, brought to you by Spectation Sports.
I mean, if that doesn't tell you how close the fight is, 94 to 96 for Hernandez. Ground control time, pretty close, a minute apart. I mean, this was a close fight.
Absolutely. Submission attempts both in that 3rd round were super close, back and forth. Both guys close to securing victories there. And taking the judges a minute here, tallying all the scorecards. Rightfully so. Both men up on the cage. Getting their applause, well-due applause from the fans. It looks like Jason Evans has the scorecards. He's making his way into the cage. Will Jose Hernandez become the double champ? Or will Ray Hayes remain the featherweight champion of FAC? Let's send it up to Jason Evans to find out.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's what you want from a main event. Give it up for these fighters going the full distance. Judge Geary scores about 45 to 50. Judge DeVilbiss scores about 46 to 49. And Judge Huckfeld scores about 45 to 50. Your winner by unanimous decision, out of the blue corner, Hernandez!
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm joined by your winner, Jose Hernandez. What an incredible fight. Double champ, you're making FAC history. How happy are you with that important performance?
First and foremost, it's all glory to God. Thank you, Jesus. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here right now. And if I could just have everyone for a moment, and just please stay, just be quiet for a moment of silence, please. I need some prayers for my brother. And I love you, man. And I miss you, bro.
Man, an emotional moment for you. It was an absolute honor to call your fight, Jose Hernandez. One of the best fights I've ever seen in person, live. There was multiple moments in that fight. Chokes are tight. He has an anaconda on you. and you're fighting your butt off. What's going through your mind in those positions?
You know, I told the two amateur fighters that fought with me today, Garrett and Ethan, hey, you got to put me to sleep. There's no way I'm going to tap. It was so tight, but I know I couldn't give up. Ray, you're a dog, man. It was an honor to share the cage with you. So thank you for that, man.
Hernandez, after a performance like that, you go up a weight class, you're the double champ. What's next for you?
Dana, I need a contract. I need to get some money. Let's go. Pay me.
It was an absolute honor to call your fight. You're a warrior, my man. The future's very bright for you. Your winner, Jose Hernandez.